Oh my god, the floods of nostalgia. Space! Except I'm not playing Portal today. And yes, I am also playing on the GameCube version, by the by. I want to hear no snark about that. Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh no! This is a very dramatic start for a Nintendo game. This is a very dramatic game for a Nintendo game. We'll get into that. The impact site. And then we have this cheery music. Might as well go ahead and get my keyboard out of the way. I'm very much not gonna need that. Oh my god. The very old graphics. Oh no. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet with so many parts lost. The skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. That is correct. In this Nintendo game that is arguably for children, you're on a time limit, and if you fail, the protagonist suffocates to death. Oh boy, here we go, besties. Oh, well, I guess we're doomed. We don't have our engine. Our ship is just a pile of useless parts and scrap metal. Oh, but what be this? A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Oh, bestie, I'm allergic to onions. Maybe we can come up with a different name. Yeah, so just in case anyone had any doubts just how deep my love for this franchise goes, a lot of my Twitch alerts literally are Pikmin sound files. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth. I whip my leaf back and forth, I whip my leaf back and forth, without the benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I'm compelled. I must approach it and press A. I like how they're framing this whole tutorial thing as like an explorer's log. It's interesting. There he is. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Well, I mean, plants are living in the potato tomato. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. He's just standing there, menacingly! Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. See, this is why when I first started attempting to record this game for my YouTube series, and I was trying to do like a mouse and keyboard or an Xbox controller, it was a little difficult because I was having to remember what I assigned each button to, because it would still show up as like, here are the GameCube controls, and I'm like, okay, what did I assign A to? What did I assign B to? And it was really obnoxious. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Or we can get all up close and personal. I'm usually a middle view bitch. That's just my personal. And then we can do the left trigger to realign the camera. Oh my god. See, this, like I said, that was definitely part of the trouble I had initially recording this with anything other than a GameCube controller. Because maybe it was just one of those things like, even though I hadn't played this game in like 10 years, my muscle memory was still trying to kick in and be like, this isn't the proper controller. This doesn't feel right. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study the strange life form more. I'm gonna try to also be as like informational as I can without being like over the top. I'll try to explain things as we go along without info dumping, if possible. But like I said, y'all know how excited I am to play this game. I want to talk about it so much. So I think also a lot of it is pretty self-explanatory. Like the blue number up top is how many Pikmin it takes to carry a thing. The red number at the bottom is how many are carrying it. I really like a lot of the quality of life changes they make in Pikmin 2. Like the color of the number even changes to determine what onion it's going to, but we'll get more into that. Like, see, I'm doing the thing I just said I would try not to do. I'm getting very ahead of myself. Okay, so we have 10 Pikmin. We can go over to this box. We can also kind of like guide our army around here like that. I'm probably gonna be using that more than like throwing when I'm directing a whole group. But speaking of Pikmin 2, I will definitely be doing, or at least attempting, a no-death run when we get to that game. I've done it before on GameCube, eons and eons ago, so I'm fairly confident that I'll be able to do it. However, I will not be doing that for Pikmin 1. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Yada, 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 controls, yes, cool. Oh, what is this? I'll tell you what this is protagonist luck. Amazing, there's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I've already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Gee, I wonder. Unfortunately, we don't have the Pikmin for it right now. It requires 20. We only have 10. But yes, I may attempt a no-death run for the first game in the future, but I am not at the moment. For a few reasons. Like I said, I'm more comfortable doing it with Pikmin 2 because it's something I've done in the past, so I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do it, but I've never been able to successfully do it with the first game. And we can also, of course, add more Pikmin to it than... Anyway, so I'm not nearly as confident in my ability to do a no-death run for the first game, especially because, as we may see later, the first game, tragically, has this oh-so-fun thing called the crushing glitch. Again, I have to remind everyone, this game is old. It came out in like 2001. It's not gonna be the absolute most polished thing in the entire world. For Pikmin 2, for example, if I lose Pikmin in a dumb way, I can learn from that. I can adjust. I can't really adjust to random chance glitches. So like I said, maybe we'll get to a first game no-death run at some point, but when many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A, literally what I've already been doing, until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, They become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Yeah, literally, I've already been, like, repeatedly tapping A to pluck Pikmin. It's literally like riding a bike. Okay, come on, Straggler, get on there. You gotta get on there too. I'm pretty sure we got all the pellets. There is the stone wall back here. We can break down walls, but stone walls are not something we are currently able to deal with. So we will have to revisit that in the future. Here we go, baby. We're getting it to the ship! Hell yeah. Also very nice that the ship just uprights itself. We got the engine! Still, you know, kind of skeletal and smoking a little bit, but I'm sure it's fine. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. We automatically go to sunset. This is the only day where we have no time limit. This is a real-time strategy game. I forget exactly how many minutes each day is. I want to say it's like around 13-ish minutes. Someone's free to correct me on that. And we lift off. As does the onion. One day since impact, I have somehow, really somehow, managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hakatate. Don't come for me on the pronunciation, okay? I know there's like a billion ways to pronounce it, like Hokotate, Hakatate, Hokotate, whatever the hell. I don't care. I've pronounced it Hakatate my entire life. I'm not changing it. Build a bridge and get over it. Use some Pikmin. I don't care. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. And we get an overview of the day. We sprouted 21 Pikmin. And it will also tell us how many we lose in battle and how many get left behind at the end of the day. Like I said, I'm not doing a no-death run, but I am definitely the type of person where I will still be sad over losing Pikmin. So I will try to avoid it where possible, but, you know, since we're not doing a no-death run, I'm not going to reset if we do happen to lose some Pikmin. If we lose a lot of them in, like, a really dumb way, maybe. We'll see.